What's the meaning behind that, Take 3, the title there?
Well, the meaning behind Take 3, like everything in my life happens to me in like threes. Like my girl group, it was a 3-girl group. Like my best friends, it's 3 of them, Bree, Kyra, and Damar. And then like with my family, it's like my mom, my sister, my grandma. So everything just happens in threes. This is my 3rd project, obviously, and I feel like, the 3rd time is like the charm, like everybody says that. And, I just felt like, it's like, okay, this is me, like, I finally hammered down on my sound, figured out what that was, and this was just really me presenting myself in a serious, confident way to the industry. And I think that's why I just called it Take 3. All of those things put together.
You have 3 best friends?
Yeah, I do. Like outside of like my sister and stuff, it's my engineer, Kyron, like he mixes all my stuff, engineers all my stuff. And then Damar, he does like all my artwork, all my like art direction. And then my best friend Bree, she's my photographer, so she shot the cover. And it's like we all just met super organic. Like I met Bree, I was at Little 5 Points, and Bree was doing a shoot out there, and she just recognized me. Was like, I want to take some pictures of you, and then that's just how we linked. And then I met Kyron through a mutual friend that we had at the time, and we just clicked. And then he had called me up to the studio. We wrote like our first song together, my song Next One, and we put that out. And once we wrote that song together, we were just like, okay, like now we're just stuck together. Like we're not about to do anything else. And then Damar, he actually emailed my mom. My mom is like over all like my emails and stuff, and my manager. And so he emailed, we were doing like this contest for like a graphic design thing, and he emailed, and my mom saw it, and she thought he was dope. So, we reached out, obviously, and then he just started doing all my stuff. So it was just all super just, like, organic. Like, it wasn't like, oh, this was forced. Like, my manager brought these people in for me. Like, it just all kind of fell into place.
So, I've never had 3 best friends. I've had, like, a best friend and close friends. I've never said I had 3 best friends, though. Do you guys get together a lot as a group of 4?
Well, yeah, when Bree stayed here, we did, because now Bree lives in LA.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Me, Kyron, and Damar, we get together as often as we can. Damar actually is like my roommate, so, he stays with me. But me, him, and Kyron, we try to get together as much as we can. Like, we both kind of stay super far from each other. But, we just make it work. I mean, we all friends, so, if we want to see each other, we all got cars. If the time permits, if the gas permits, it's lit.
I didn't know how that worked if you spent time with each person.
Yeah, like we're all like cool though. So it's like a group thing. Even if we do hang out, like it's not like, oh, one person's left out or, like it's like a group thing.
You have a male roommate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad because we have a house. So, we have a 5-bedroom house. So it's not bad, we don't really have to run into each other, obviously, for real, if we don't want to. My mom is there, my sister's there, so it's like a whole like family unit type of thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's not from Atlanta, he's from North Carolina, so it just works.
In the friend zone, there's never been like romantic connection.
Oh no. Like with my guy best friends, we're strictly just like best friends. Like they have their girls that they like, and I have my guys that I like. We all talk about who we like and like that's just pretty much that, but it's never went past anything like that,
because sometimes 2 people will get together and they're friends, and then eventually something down the road may happen.
Yeah.
And then also too, I've seen, I don't mean to cut you off,
no, it's okay.
But also sometimes I've seen where people they tried to get together on maybe some romantic thing, but it didn't work out, so they ended up just becoming strictly friends and being in the friend zone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that's our situation, just because we all, like, I think that they more so look at me like their little sister. I'm the youngest, like, out of our friend group, so, I think that it's kind of just, like, strictly platonic, you know what I mean? Like, we're just cool, like we just vibe better that way. I feel like it would actually be like weird to our dynamic if any of us were ever to like cross that line, because we work so closely together and we all hang out. It would just be like a weird thing. Like
we've seen this happen though. We've seen this happen though, when people know you so well and know the ins and outs of you almost, You know, sometimes that happens. When you have a significant other, though, is that ever an issue since you have a male best friend? Has that ever gotten in the way?
You know what? Not really, because I don't let it. I feel like, you know, if I'm talking to a guy and like he brings it up, I feel like to me it just shows insecurity, because if, you know, we're kicking it together and, you know, you're courting me, you're taking me out and doing all this stuff, and then you get mad, like if I go to the studio, for instance, because sometimes at the studio I'm the only girl there, you know, but it's like, I think niggas just respect me when I walk in the door, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that's just how I carry myself. Like in the industry, I've always like just carried myself in a whole different type of way. Like I want people to know me for my music and not for like, oh, she messes with that person, that person, that person. So, you know, if it's a guy and he's like feeling a way about my best friends, like I just feel like, you know, you really can't be around, because not only are they my best friends, but we work together also, you know what I'm saying? So they're on the road with me, they're at like interviews with me, shows with me, you know what I'm saying? We're always around each other, so.
It's been brought up, though.
Yeah, it's definitely been brought up with only like maybe like one or two people, though. And it's like both of those people I really don't like anymore, like at all, any type of capacity. So, you know, it's just like, it doesn't really matter. Like I feel like anybody who I've ever really liked, they've never been like, they don't ever press me about the homies. Like,
do you think it was just the fact that you had a male best friend, or do you think it was the fact maybe they felt like they were competing with your time and maybe your time with your male best friend?
I just think, I don't even think it's either of those things. I just think it's insecurity. Like, I think that, you know, men can sometimes be really insecure, you know, and like, I think like trying to like control like a female or who, like, you know, your spouse is around, like, I feel like that's a form of insecurity, because for real, you know, if, like, I feel like if, I trust people until they give me a reason not to. So if you my nigga and we together, and, you know, you have like a female best friend, if you tell me this is your best friend and I don't have any proof or anything to make me think like, oh, okay, this could be something more, I just gotta just take your word for it. You know what I'm saying? If I see something, if I catch something, then that's one thing, then it goes to another place, but, you know.